I feel like I've been wasting a lot of energy trying to find the right words, trying to find what to say about this full moon partial lunar eclipse in Pisces. And it struck me that I just had to hit record. I had to just start the reading because Pisces is all things ineffable, everything beyond the veil. Pisces is the spirit world and all things unseen. And though it's been like the mantra of the month, eclipse season, let God cook. That honestly could be the whole reading. Sit down, relax, breathe, trust in the God of your understanding, and let God cook. I mean, this is a full moon outside of the partial lunar eclipse part. This is a full moon. And full moon is still about release. It's still about let go, let God. That's always going to be the vibe of a full moon, though it does have a lot of flavors of harvest, depending on what you do on the new moon. But this partial lunar eclipse, I mean, lunar eclipses always like clear out an emotional cycle. But this one in Pisces, bitch, feels like your emotional basement has flooded and now you're cleaning out the emotional basement. Some of you, it's flooded, so you're forced to do it. Some of you have opted into it. Some of you are finally feeling brave enough. Some of you are just ready to make space. Bitch, I wore my Flint Farmers Market shirt for a reason. Something's in the water. Speaking of, cheers, hydrate, light it if you need it. Clearing out any funky ass energy, welcoming in my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, Holy Spirit. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for this full moon partial lunar eclipse in Pisces that we are embarking in. Pisces is the unseen, it's the hidden. But it's also, Pisces is the most complex sign, it's the most complex season because Pisces is the culmination of all of the signs in one. Anywhere you got Pisces placements, you got a heavier dose, baby. Same thing with Capricorn. It's like people with Pisces, I feel like Pisces, Virgo, Scorpio, and Capricorn have just y'all are carrying a heavier load in whatever area you have those placements in. And there's been something fucked up in the water for a while in your emotions, in the spirit. You know, the spirit is technically a fire, of the element of the spirit is fire. But I feel like this Pisces, we're dealing with all of it. All of it's getting cleared out. All of it's this, the fucking plumbing and the electricity on the house are getting completely renovated. And so understanding the culmination of Pisces, what the song that came through was I'm Every Woman. I'm every woman, it's all in me. Anything you want to, baby, do it naturally. Whoa, never mind. I'm every woman. Yeah. That's how, I think that's what you're going to realize. I think that channeled song, that's for on the other end of it. When you've gotten over this hump that the eclipse has brought in, you're going to start realizing the interconnectedness of it all. And that's the blessing and the curse of Pisces energy. they can be so bogged down by like the knowing, the interconnectedness of it all, the frequency, the like algebra equations everywhere, you know, like it's a lot. I've been noticing a lot of themes around like major aha moments. Really important conversations are being had. I feel like really big aha moments are like just suddenly hitting you and coming in. Very powerful truths are being spoken. I feel like there's this like operating within this new programming. It's like we've been talking about the programming coming in, programming got installed. Now you're in the new operating system and you're figuring out all the new features, right? And I feel like you need to leave room for faith. You need to leave room for the miraculous, because that is also very Piscean, is like the unfathomable. Like, and I feel everybody's like, what should you do? What ritual should we do? Nothing. Let God cook. Play good music, eat good food, move your body well, move your body outside in nature. I feel like art is the answer for this. Music is the answer. Creativity is the answer. Time with friends and family is the answer. Like people that you feel really safe with, people that you feel like you can trust, people you can put your guard down with. Give yourself those connections. It feels really important though for some of y'all to like be getting high and finger painting. Yeah, I said it. Not all y'all need to get high, because that is a thing. Themes of addiction have been coming up, and and that's very Pisces. So I just want you to know, some of you are coming full circle around your addiction. Some of you are like really having some kind of come to Jesus around your addiction. There could be things like being removed that are causing you to like finally like, you know, get on the wagon or whatever the fucking saying is. Also, some of you like our ideas about addiction and addicts are changing. Like the way like your concepts of what you thought depression was about, or that's changing or evolving or expanding. Like you thought everybody that was an addict was like a shitty person, and now like you're starting to realize like you're one fucking mishap away from being in the psych ward just like everybody else. So you better be grateful for the mind God gave you. You better be grateful for your right mind. That could be a thing too, like starting just to feel so much more gratitude, like really happy we're not dealing with that situation. I'm really, really grateful. Thank you, God. That like I just feel like it's time to like level up our belief systems and to slather everything with a fuck ton more compassion, and to be really, really ruthless about the wrongdoers. Some of y'all gonna have to pop off. Some of y'all are gonna have to crash out. You know when it's warranted. You will know when it's warranted. I also keep getting things like people asking like, what ritual should I do? What should I do for the nothing? Look what I put. You want to do a ritual or something, create, play, make something, cook, dance, play. Do what you'd be doing if you weren't stressed. Do what you would be doing if you weren't stressed. If you already, what did I write? Oh, if you already won, or if you've already made it, what would you be doing? Spend time dreaming up your dream life. If you want to do something or be intentional for this eclipse, I feel like those are the things to do. But I love that question. If you already won, Or if you already made it, what would you be doing? Spend time thinking about that. This full moon partial eclipse happens, depends on your time zone, on August 27th or 28th, 2026. It's happening at 2:06 p.m. Eastern time at 4 degrees Pisces. It's funny, there have been like the last 3 full moons in Pisces have like it was like 24 degrees, 19 degrees, and now we're at 4 degrees. Those are not exact, but I feel like it's gone from high to low. And I love that it's 4. 444, y'all know. And I just saw 41, 40, 10:44 on the clock. Fours are stability. And I feel like a new stability within your beliefs. Pisces is the sign of I believe. There is a new stability within your beliefs. And when you stand 10 toes down on what you actually believe in, which hopefully it's you at this point, how does your life change when you are operating from a place of stability? I also want to say that Mars is going to be trining this eclipse, and he's in his fall. Mars will be in Cancer, and he does not like being in Cancer. Some of y'all need to go watch my little short that the short form content that I made for Instagram on you can find it on TikTok or Instagram, but it'll say in red Mars in Cancer. Go watch that. But the download that I've gotten around that Mars trining this eclipse is that it's something will be easier than you thought. Like the past is going to come up. You're going to be able to close the door on a certain aspect of your past, and it's going to be easier than you thought. Parental things are coming up. Routines are coming up. Family stuff is coming up. Either way, it's going to be easier than you thought. Claim that. I put 4s are stability. Some new foundation that's of the astral is descending and soaking into the earth. A new normal is being established. Wow. All right, let's read. You know I got to hit you with the handsy-dandy Inside Degrees by Elias Lonsdale. And we're looking for the 4th degree of Pisces. Oh, God. Hold on. Actually, I think I'm okay. All right. me. Elias Lonsdale's description of the 4th degree of Pisces is mushrooms springing up everywhere. You're being engulfed by external and internal factors and facets that suddenly are everywhere, and they come right in. No boundaries, no separative container. The universal life force carrier and representative, incapable of pulling away from the collective call of life, is intoxicated with it all. Massively taken over by emergent currents and whatever feels vitally important. Impressionable and suggestible with an unbelievable depth and intensity. Absorbing the shock of all that is happening here raw, and impelled to rally people around you to bring everybody alive, to make it happen. You ooze conviction and resonance with the basic core spirit in each and all. 300% all the way. Damn. Mushrooms springing up everywhere. Massively taken over by emergent currents and whatever feels vitally important. That's what I'm saying. That's the eclipse, honestly. Like, granted, this is the 4th degree of Pisces, but I feel like that's the vibe of this eclipse. It's just like the things that it's washing away, the things that have been in the emotional basement, the things that it's removing, it feels big. I feel like there is just like big progress, big movement, massively taken over by emergent currents and whatever feels vitally important, impressionable and suggestible with an unbelievable depth and intensity, absorbing the shock of all that is happening here raw and impelled to rally people around, to bring everybody alive, to make it happen, to make it happen, to rally people around. That feels very Aquarian. Pisces is everything. We are all the signs. Okay. I'm not asking no fucking questions, y'all. I'm not doing any kind of ritual or anything like that. Absolutely not. I'll be outside chilling, praying, talking to God, smoking a cigarette, and probably some weed. Just get receptive. Pisces is water. It's mutable water. You're going to have to learn how to flow, baby. And I feel like a new flow is trying to come in. You here, not real, head down, head in hand, stressed out, freaking out, letting go of this old programming, the old way of thinking, the old mindset, the old anxieties, stresses, the old psycho-cybernetic settings. Your old belief systems are being ripped away from you and you're having to rebuild new ones. And you're stressed here, not realizing when you lift your head up, you're about to be stepping into the Ten of Cups. We're stepping into this whole new cycle of happiness, belief, fulfillment. But it takes a fuck ton of rain to get a rainbow that big. And you will be getting to turn your back on that Nine of Swords energy. There it was again. You get to turn your back on it. I'm not asking no questions. I'm just taking whatever guidance comes out. Hydrate, light it if you need it. So we welcome in the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for this full moon, partial lunar eclipse in Pisces. Okay. The Hierophant and the Queen of Wands with the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck again. Like I said. Okay. And I love that the Hierophant came out first because the Hierophant is a moral authority. And we're talking about your beliefs. Some of you, I feel like your relationship to religion, there's lots of here around like religion, religious deconstruction, new belief systems, mentors, guides, your pastor, your bishop, your professor, your teacher, your lawyer. I feel like there could just be something here about learning and teaching. Some of you, Pisces, there's something coming in about you going back to school or you studying or you getting certified in something. You need education in order to proceed to the next step in the vision. There has to be analysis or a mentor or an internship, or there could just be something here where I just feel like, keep in mind, it's mirrored, right? So the Queen of Wands, it's to me, the Hierophant is first and the Queen of Wands is next, and she's looking outward into like the future. It's how that feels to me. And so it's like educating yourself first, or seeking counsel, seeking guidance, putting yourself in the position where you talk to people who already have accomplished what you want to have, or making sure you're taking advice from people who have lives that you admire. I am heavy on that. That's why I'm so apt to like show you guys what I be doing, because I live, honey. Anyway, there's something about the vision that you have. And I just feel like you will be so much more upbeat, so much more confidence. This is also a sign to understand that confidence comes from competence. When you are competent in something, can't nobody tell you shit. Ain't nobody tell you about yourself. When you know your shit, you know your shit. And when you don't know your shit, you don't know shit, and it's uncomfortable. And so I feel like in some sort of way, okay, I also am getting this is marriage. Some of you, there's something here about like, you didn't see marriage in the cards for you, or you didn't see breaking up in the cards for you, or you didn't see the relationship status or relationship situation you got going on. You didn't see that coming, or you didn't see it changing. Some of you are going from married to single, from single to married, or single to engaged, or there could just be some shifts that are coming in relationship status. But it specifically pertains to people that are married. Those of you who are happily married, I feel like it is very clear, or regardless, those of you that are married, it's really important for you to be focusing on me, focusing on yourself. Me wounds versus we wounds. I feel like some of you are really, really trying to fix the we when the individual needs your attention. You as an individual, your individuality needs your attention. Your autonomy, your discipline, your passion needs your attention. So for those of you that are married, whether it's happily or not, I feel like you really just need to focus on like essentially like I hate to put it like this, boo-boo, I'm gonna hold your hand, but some of y'all need to get a life. Some of you, this is about like, it's time to pursue hobbies, passions. It's time to pursue the things that you are curious about. I also feel like the eclipse is bringing in some, maybe like a teacher, a guide. It could be bringing in partnership. It could be just there could just be something here about some of you are being prepared for partnership. Please clarify the Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant out for this full moon total lunar eclipse? Excuse me, for this full moon partial lunar eclipse in Pisces that we are having. Why is the Hierophant out? The universe is trying to teach us something. I feel like there are big lessons. The Hierophant is the origin is the Pope. But I feel like there's something about luck and mastery, getting more masterful in whatever it is that you're trying to build or create. And you need that by way of information, knowledge, and studying. Please clarify the Hierophant. I also feel like there's something about groups versus the individual. The moon and the Knight of Cups. It's like, bitch, this Pisces energy, Pisces coming through strong. The moon is Pisces card. A lot of people, ooh, sorry. Damn, that hurt. A lot of people think that the moon is a Cancer card, but no, this card is actually ruled by Neptune. It is Piscean. So, but I always, try to cast a wider net. So I feel like there's something big coming up with people that have Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements. Hold on, I need to write something down because I just got an idea. Sorry, hold on. All right. I just heard REM's losing my religion. Some of you are doing some major, or there's some kind of like full circle or huge cycle that's ending when it comes to the religion or the belief system that you were brought up in. The faith, the spiritual practices, the beliefs that your mother handed down to you, something is coming up with that. I also feel like some of you don't realize, I feel like some of you don't realize a lover is on the way, a partner is on the way, or that like being in a relationship, being engaged, being married, being a parent may be on the way. There's like something is like shifting. And so if you don't want a child, make sure don't be out here playing Russian roulette. I feel like, why is the moon out? It's like there are certain things that are hidden from you or being hidden from you, but you're about to get back on this quest of love for life. You're about to receive so much more energy and influx of intuitive, spiritual, artistic, or creative powers on the way. If you are an artist, you need to study or go back to school or take a class or a course, or even, it doesn't have to be like college. You know what I mean? It can be just like community, like free classes or YouTube. Or I just feel like there's something here about studying and the unseen and your creativity and your gifts. Some of you are about to start a spiritual business, or some of you are thinking about starting a spiritual business, or you're inspired by somebody who's very spiritual. Please clarify the moon. I feel like some of you are not realizing you're about to teach. You have some of us don't realize like we have answers that can help clear out a lot of confusion for a lot of people. I also feel like there is a confusing situation with someone with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements, and they may be about to reach out to you. So there may be an apology coming in. What don't we see coming? What's hidden here with the moon coming out? What's hidden? Maybe a Pisces or a Sagittarius. Somebody I feel like is trying to recover. Someone wants to apologize. Someone wants to start over. Someone wants to move forward or close out a cycle. But I also feel like some of us don't realize that this is just the end of an era. And can't everybody come with you? What's this here with addiction? These three cards together, it's giving addiction or escapism or like fantasy. What's the advice for those who are struggling with addiction, or people in their family have addiction, or those who are dealing with addiction right now? What's the advice? Those who are dealing with addiction. King of Cups. Do not be petty. It's time to get like a professional involved. I feel like it's time to get somebody. You've got to be really masterful with your emotions. I feel like it's time to finally face your fears. Some of you are ready to get to the root of the addiction. Someone around you that's struggling with addiction may be finally ready to get to the root. This could also be like finding the right interventionist or finding the right person to guide the family. I also feel like someone's going to try to make it seem like they've matured or they've grown up or they've learned. I feel like you will know in your heart of hearts who to say yes to, who to say no to, who's sincere, who's not. Don't just because someone's coming back around and you may be feeling a little lonely, like do not lower your standards. More advice for the people struggling with addiction. There's some major childhoods. Those who are struggling with addiction, there's some childhood stuff that's coming up out of that's what we talked about. The emotional basement has flooded. Someone I feel like is drinking a lot, smoking a lot, evading, doing childish things, behaving childishly, making childish decisions. Lost in escapism, maybe like playing a lot of video games, or like I just feel like it's time to break out of virtual reality and tap into, are you living the reality that you want to be living? Please clarify the Knight of Cups. The Death card reversed and the Ten of Cups. The eclipse is bringing in the transformation whether you want it or not. Some of us have been avoiding ending something for a really long time, and you don't realize that you're postponing your own fulfillment, your own happiness. Some of you are in a situation that you know you should not be in anymore, and you know it's time to go. And you've been stalling, and it's time to just break free of the fantasy. What's hidden? What's unseen? Please clarify the Moon. What's hidden? The Three of Wands reverse. What's unseen or unclear right now is the direction that you're going, because the solar eclipse is still cooking. Please clarify the Queen of Wands. But the fruit of your labor is coming, baby. You got to hold tight to the vision. And I feel like it's time to really, really invest in yourself. Let this, the rest of the eclipse season, be very self-care oriented and prioritizing your self-care and self-love, because the fruit of that labor is going to come. I feel like the things, hold tight to the vision, because it's getting ready to materialize. That's what I'm saying. It's not just, oh, it's coming in. Oh, I know it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. No, something is starting to materialize. For those who have Capricorn placements, this is really weird. I don't know why. I feel like those who have Capricorn placements, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, need a lot of encouragement right now. What's going on with them? That just dropped in heavy. You're like, you've been saying that. Those with Capricorn placements too. Let's see it. I'm sorry, you're ruled by time and your relationship to time is changing, but you are getting so much more masterful than you ever were before. You don't need any fucking handouts. God got you. Capricorns, your mind is being restored, and your mind is being rebooted. I feel like what you want is being withheld from you, because like you have everything that you need, like you have the knowledge that you need to like get it yourself or to change things yourself. I feel like some of you are looking for like God to just make it easy and just like make it easier, just like take it away or whatever. And I just feel like the divine's like, I have given you all the tools that you need. What you need is to start embodying this new mindset so that you can get more masterful in your mind, and therefore executing the game plan and the strategy without having to like, it's what I'm kind of getting is like, just keep swimming. And I know that y'all are so tired of hearing that. What's the advice though? Like y'all, they gonna be all right. The King of Pentacles, y'all gonna be all right. Yeah, you still got a lot of juggling to do. There's a lot of moving parts. But you are the master of your domain, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So y'all, like, I just feel like don't fall into feeling sad for yourself. You have the capacity to fight. You have the capacity to be reborn. You have the capacity to make different decisions. And the divine's going to give you the plans and give you the audacity. Calm down. You're going to be all right. Saturn in Aries is uncomfortable for very specific reasons for you. Just don't miss the memo by way of groaning, complaining, and being like downtrodden about everything. All right. What's the advice that we need? I said I wasn't going to ask any questions, but what's the advice as a collective that we need through this lunar eclipse? What do we need? You got to address this. You got whatever it is. It's coming up. It's coming up to come out. It probably has a lot to do with mother wounds. It has a lot to do with worthiness wounds. And don't you believe that God is trying to give you to that point where you're just transparent about it, where you're stripped down, where you're vulnerable about it. The abandonment wounds, the lack and scarcity mentality, the uphill fight, it needs to be talked about. It needs to be processed. It needs to be communicated. Turn your pain into prose. You need to talk about it. You need to put words to it, because you are destined. Here we go. You are destined to be somebody who stands up for themselves and is capable of fighting back and doing what they believe. You are capable of radical change. And there is a radical change in the realm of your mind that's happening. And so this is coming here to get you here. The Three of Swords, the pain, the disappointment, the uncomfortability, the issues with that person with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, maybe Virgo placements as well. Regardless of signs, your inner turmoil is coming up to be uprooted out of you, because that's not your fucking story anymore. You are not your mother. You are not your grandmother. You are not your bloodline. You are here to break patterns. You are here to break cycles. You are here to expand and grow and then like have this peaceful experience. But you can't heal anything you won't let yourself feel. So you have to feel this and honor the way that it has made you not take care of yourself or show up for yourself the way that you want to. Trust that the influx, the rejuvenation, the spiritual insight, the replenishment that you need is coming in. But we all gonna have to surrender. Like I said, let God cook. This is coming so you can get your life. It's like you're stepping into your next level of power. This is the next level of the video game. And you got new powers. You got new amenities, I don't know, to enjoy. But it's like embodying this power, not being ruled and defined and having your identity based on this. You're not going to have to do it all alone for much longer. Peace is coming in. But the foundation, the old foundation, that one with all them cracks in it, that one had to fall apart so you could eventually be given the room, the space, the energy that you need to heal and to get moving. So you're being given the energy that you need so you can offload this and step into this. But all the humiliation, the embarrassment, the stagnation, the feeling of immovability, the things you've been willfully blind about, the relationships that you have, the decisions that you've made, the relationships you've stayed in, the people around you, all of this stuff, like no more willful blindness. You cannot make decisions from this place. You will not make good decisions if you keep yourself blind and just like posted up, braced, ready for impact all the time. No. Your quality of connection will shift when you address this. It's coming up to come out. I love you. You got this.